Alrighty. Gonna move all my things over here. I know the camera won't see it, or none of y'all will see it, but oh well, I'll point them out. Hey, what's going on YouTube? You know it is D-Man the Greaser, and I'm gonna show you where I find my lighters, or where I buy my lighters and cigar cutters. Dig it. Now, I get a number of questions asked me, throughout my TikTok. Not so much on YouTube, but throughout TikTok, Instagram sometimes. And sometimes I'll have I'll have like little ASMRs, like smoking the cigar, and people will see a couple of my lighters. And I get questions all the time throughout my TikToks saying, "Hey D-Man, where do you get that lighter at? Oh D-Man, that's a cool lighter. Where do you find it at? Oh, how much is it? Blah 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 blah." I get those questions all the time, and I thought I might as well just do a video on where I find my cigar lighters and cutters, whatever. And I'll definitely post some links down below where you can find some of these, and I'll explain where I got these. Now, I'm not quite too sure if I've ever made a video on my lighter. I think I made a video about on like my lighter collection and cigar cutter collections. I know I definitely did one on my TikTok somewhere. I don't know on YouTube, but I guess this is kind of also that kind of video if I haven't. So here we go. Alrighty, for number one, I'm gonna just show out just these little wooden matches. Now, as a cigar guy, I like to go to, of course, I go to cigar shops or places where they sell cigars, brick and mortar, cigar lounges, and they always offer me for some matches, and I always say yeah, because I actually tend to like the cigar matches a little bit better than usual matches. But I get these for free at cigar lounges. I'm sure if you guys are getting into cigars, I'm sure they've offered you guys matches. I always like to take them, so yeah. Basically just your typical wooden match. And I just get them at the cigar shops, like whenever I'm going. And I'm sure you guys can find them too at cigar shops or Walmart or places where you can find wooden matches. But I like these because they kind of light longer, and I think they're better for cigars or pipes, whatever, or even cigarettes, for the matter. But yeah, I think they're always gonna have some good matches. I do need to get more, so yeah. Alrighty, what's next? Well, I'm just gonna go off for simple stuff. Right here is my little pipe lighter. This is pretty good. It's butane. It's pretty good for lighting pipe tobacco. I smoke pipe tobacco from time to time, so I use this little guy just kind of light that tobacco up. And where I found this at, well, I don't have the one piece, but it actually comes with like a little with the tamper and the pick where you can clean and tamper or you can pat down the tobacco in your pipe. But I don't have the piece at the moment, but yeah. But where I got this thing at, I got it at the same smoke shop that I usually go to. And I got it for I think about like $20 or so. But I like it. It has a good angle. It does the job pretty well. And it's soft flame too, which is nice as well. And it's also butane, which I like. But yeah, I got this for like $20 at the smoke shop that I usually go to. Not the cigar shop, but just one of the smoke shops I go to, and yeah, I like this lighter a lot for pipes, and for that reason, yeah. Next off is just my standard Zippo lighter. I think like everybody, especially who's in the greaser community or rockabilly community, or anybody who's into that old school vintage vibes, whatever you want to get into, I think it's always cool to have just a standardized Zippo. Ooh, I'm going to probably turn down the lighting a little bit because it's just glaring up. But yeah, just your typical standard Zippo. Nothing too special. I did pull out the wick like a little bit further just so it has a better flame, and I think it's always cool to have a large flame with it. You know, I got other Zippos as well, but you know I've losing pieces, and also, I still have casings somewhere in the house, but you know I lose pieces and lose like inserts or whatever, and I didn't care, just grab them. But you guys get the whole picture of that. But yeah, and you see just your typical Zippo. I just kind of had the flame just a little bit longer or so for the wick. And I found this like at Walmart for like $10. So yeah, if you ever go to Walmart, you can always find some Zippos. They always have these kind of Zippos all the time. You can always go to your brick and mortar shop, or you can go online. But you can typically just find these at like at Walmart, or yeah, you could typically find these at Walmart for like $5 to $10, something like that. Maybe $15. I think they've gone up. I don't know. Anyway, brings me to this next one is this little torch. Now, I used to use this for cigars. I don't really use it anymore. But I like to use it from time to time if I don't have anything else. But it's also really good if you're like want to light candles or something. You know, and it's always a cool gun, and yeah. It has a pretty large butane in here. I just found this at a local smoke shop right up the road from me. Not the cigar shop or whatever, but I just found this for like $10 or so. But I like it. Does the job well. So yeah. I don't really use this one too often anymore, but yeah, but if anybody want to look for something like this, you can just go to your local smoke shops around the area. And you can get a decent price off them. You can get them like for $5, $10, maybe $15. But yeah, it's always good. Has good range. Alrighty, next one is my other Zippo lighter. Now I got a pretty good range of Zippos right here. But the thing I like about this lighter right here, let me bring it up to the camera, is, well, it's in reverse. I'm gonna edit this later. But it says the Second Amendment on there, and D-Man here, I'm very much a pro Second Amendment advocate. And I found this at Walmart for like 10 to $15 just at Walmart, and I'm like, ooh, that's cool for my collection. I should get it. So I grabbed it, and yeah, I just thought it was always really cool. Like Second Amendment Zippo, it's American made, and never can go wrong with it. Again, pro Second Amendment guy. Now, I can't afford to have a gun at the moment, but I'm definitely going to get one soon, so yeah. So yeah, just a typical Zippo. I have just a typical Zippo insert in here. I may have to get some fuel in here. Oh. Well, I did put a little bit of fuel, but I may need to get more in here. There we go. Man, that was kind of embarrassing, but just had to get it started for a little bit. But yeah. Just your typical Zippo insert. I don't really use it for cigars just because... Sorry, there's a little fly right here. I don't typically use it for cigars just because typical Zippo fluids kind of tamper the flavor a little bit. But if I'm going to go with like some Lucky Strikes or whatever, I'll use just a regular one. Regular Zippo inserts, and always really cool to have. Alrighty. What do I want to show you right now? Oh, this one is always cool. I really like this lighter right here. And again, it's just a butane tank, butane lighter with there's only 2 torches in here. And also what's cool about this right here is a cigar cutter, your V-cut. It's not a deep V-cut, but it gets the job well done. I like it. It's good for, getting some finishing touches. It does a pretty good job at lighting cigars pretty well. I bought this at this one local one of the cigar shops I usually hang out at, and I got this for I got this pretty big. It was like $25. I think I bought it for. I think it was pretty cool, and it does the job well done, and it has a pretty good butane tank in here. So. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, I think this thing gets the job real well. But I got this at the cigar shop that I live by, and I got it for like $20. I thought it was cool. It has a cutter in there, so if I forget a cutter and I have this with me, I'm safe. So yeah. And if I have one of my typical like torpedo cigars, I can just use this. So yeah. Alrighty, next one is this lighter. It's made by Vector. Just a triple flame. It's adjustable. I got it at the same shop for like, this one didn't cost me that much. It cost me about like $5-10, something like that. Just, Vector's pretty good. They got pretty good stuff. Yeah. I usually like this if I don't have anything else as well. I typically like using like a triple flame as well, just because it kind of gets the cigar all lit up, and yeah, does the job well. It kind of evens it out, like when you first light it up. But yeah, I got this at a smoke shop for like $20, maybe like $10 bucks, somewhere in that range. But yeah, that's where I got this lighter at. This next lighter is not as Zippo, but it's like, but the casing is not as Zippo, nor is the insert. It's like this an off brand of it. It's made by Vertigo or Vector, one of those two. And I always like this just because it just has that classic ping sound. It's a double flame. It lights real well. It fits in my pocket real well. The only downside is the butane tank in here is pretty small, so you have to keep like refilling it like over and over constantly. It's kind of annoying, but it's whatever. Again, I bought this at that same smoke shop where I showed you the last lighter, and I bought this for like $15. I mean, a lot of these lighters I bought were pretty moderately priced. I think maybe I might have bought this for $20 or something like that. Anyway, I got a good deal off of it. But yeah, I always like to have this lighter. It always fits in my pocket real well. Saves up space, and yeah. Again, the only downside is I have to refuel this thing quite a bit. And I'll show you a couple more Zippos as well. This one right here, but again, half these lighters come from the same shop that I go to, but I can always find the links to them. But this one's like kind of carved as a jet, as a soldier right there. Here, let me get my glasses to read this. It says Defenders of Freedom. I couldn't agree more. Has a single flame on there, so if I want to do some add some touches to the cigar, I'll use this guy. Again, it has a very small tank, so you have to fuel this constantly. It's made by Thunderbird, which is owned by Vector. And yeah, and I bought this again at the same smoke shop. I bought the insert separately to this casing, but these two kind of cost me at like $30 altogether. But yeah, I really like this lighter. It fits well in my pocket. Does some good last minute touches. The casing is a Zippo, but the insert isn't. So yeah. And brings me off to my next one is my little Ace of Spades Zippo. And yes, this insert is made by Zippo. I'm gonna try and get it close to the camera as possible. Yeah, just my lucky Ace of Spades Zippo. I removed the old insert and replaced it with a proper butane torches insert. Again, problem is just the tank is small, but it lights the cigar real well. It's a double flame, so I like that. And again, it fits in my pocket, and yeah. And I thought it was really cool. And I bought these two at the same shop for again, the same price I got for this guy and this guy. So yeah. Alrighty, so where am I on this one? I think this lighter I just recently got. It's made by Jetline. Jetline makes insanely good lighters, so definitely go check them out. I'll leave a link in this one down below. And it just pops out, just a triple flame. I like the butane tank in here, fits in my pocket real nicely. Also, a cool thing is it also comes from it comes with a little hole punch light cutter. So again, if I leave a cutter at home, and I don't have anything to cut with, I can just use this. Just boom, twist it, boom, take out the leaf, and light it, and I'm set. So yeah, built-in cutter, built-in lighter. I like it. Has a triple flame, so it'll light the cigar real properly, and yeah. And I bought this for, this one was probably this is definitely one of my most expensive lighters, but I think I bought this for, I bought this on, I think it was like online. No, wait. Yeah, I did buy this online off of Amazon for about $30, somewhere like that, off of Amazon. And yeah, it's just made by Jetline. I've always wanted a Jetline lighter, and yeah, so it's mine now. So got it off of Amazon. I'll leave a link down below. I think I bought this for like $30-$25, somewhere like that. I don't remember the exact price of it, but again, I'll have the link to it. Well, yeah, that's where I got this lighter. Finally, certainly but not least, but my favorite lighter in my collection. It's actually a soft flame lighter, and it lights cigars real properly and nicely, and I like it. It also has this really nice pink sound to it, and I really dig it. See? There we go. And it adjusts too. It's adjustable flame, so I like that as well. Ooh, fire! Yeah, fire! But yeah. Anyway, I got this off of. Well, the thing is with this lighter, so for people who don't know, there's a lighter brand called SD DuPont, and that's like I consider it like the Rolls Royce or the Bentley of cigar lighters or cigar torches. And they've been around since like the 40s or 30s or something. And these are like luxury brand lighters. I mean, I can't afford one. I'm sure people who watch this probably certainly couldn't afford one. No offense to anybody that could afford one, or no offense to anybody, like if I'm judging your wealth status, but not a lot of people can afford these lighters. Like not an average person. I mean, like a really, really wealthy person can afford one. It's a luxury brand. It's like Rolex, or yeah, it's like a Rolex almost. And these lighters can go up for like the cheapest or the most affordable one I found online for the SD DuPont was like $800, which was kind of ridiculous in my opinion, just for a lighter. To be honest, that's just in my opinion. They can go up for $800 to over thousands of dollars, and I'm like, ain't no way I'm getting a soft flame like this for like that amount of money. Well, I went on Amazon to see if I could find like a knockoff version of it, and I did, and this is this one. And this one cost me about $50 off of Amazon. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's not cheap, I get it, but it's actually a better deal. I mean, I got this for a better deal than I would for an SD DuPont, and it does the same thing. I mean, this is just basically the off version of SD DuPont. That's all what this lighter is. Just SD DuPont's off-brand version. And I just found it off of Amazon for like a little less than $50, something like that. I mean, it may sound expensive, but it's a good lighter. I like it. I've lit many cigars with this guy. I mean, this is kind of my main lighter of choice. But yeah, I really like this lighter. I recommend it. Like, I mean, yeah, you're gonna pay for like $50 for it, but it's definitely worth it. I like it, and yeah. But yeah, that's just kind of my collection of lighters and where I get them at. And next thing is the cutters. Now, for the main cutters, I have like just your typical plastic cutters. I got these like at Total Wines or something like that for like $5, $4 maybe. They got a decent blade on there. I mean, it's not the best blade in the world, but it's doable if you guys are getting into cigars, or you just don't have anything on you, so you can just use these for your advantage. You don't want to spend like $50, $100, maybe $30 on a really nice cutter. But yeah, but just a typical guillotine cutter you can get at like a Total Wines or something. Got it for like $4, and yeah, fits in your pocket real nice. I like it. This next one is actually a Vertigo one. Again, I got this at Total Wines. I saw this because I was in a market at the time for one with a backing, and I found this one at Total Wine for like the same price, $4 or $5. I like it. It has a good blade to him. It's Vertigo. You know, you're not going to overcut your cigar with these, and yeah. So if you guys are beginners, so you can always just opt for these if you don't want to overcut your cigar. So yeah, and they're really not cheap. The plastic ones aren't cheap at all. You know, they're deep. I say some that, you know, there's a lot of good, decent like cutters you can find that are plastic, and you know they'll do the job just fine. So yeah. And the next one is, see, I forget who did this one, but I found this one where it's another guillotine cutter. You know, it's like a little switch on there, which I think is kind of cool. And I think I got this one for like $25-$30 or so at the same smoke shop that I go to, so that's kind of where I got this at. I mean, these blades are pretty sharp. Ooh, this damn fly. Yeah, but yeah, these blades are pretty sharp. It does the job really well for those like really big ring gauge cigars that I have. So yeah, I like to offer those. Oh, I can see who actually makes these. If you guys are interested in looking at one, this one is done by Vector. Yeah, this is another Vector company made thing. Yeah, so Vector has pretty good cigar stuff, and yeah, you can always just go for one of these. And my last one, but not least, the one that's kind of more of my like usual cutters I primarily use, is these ones made by Drew Estates. See, it has like the backing on there. It's metal and steel, so it'll last longer. And these are very sharp and does the job really well. Cuts real nice. I like them. Gives me good airflow. But yeah, got these. They're Drew Estates. Got these at the cigar shop that I usually go to. And I bought these for like $40. So these are kind of more of my higher priced cigar cutters, but they really do the job real well, and I like that. So yeah. So that's kind of, this will do with the, so yeah, that's just kind of more my collection on some of my main lighters and cutters that I use on a good day-to-day basis, and just showing you guys where I get them at. Again, I'll leave some links down below where you can find some of these. So yeah. Oh, and I forgot to show you guys these ones. Just a really cheap pair of V cutters. Again, I got these at Total Wine for $4. Total Wines have like the three kind of cutters they sell. They sell the V cutters, just like these. They have the guillotine, just like this. And they also have the hole punch one. I used to have one. I don't know where it is, but you know, it says the hole punch in there, and yeah, you can always find that at Total Wines. They cost at the same price. Yeah. Anyway, brings me back to this. This is just going to be the conclusion of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. These are just where I find my cutters and lighters at, and definitely how much I paid for them. I do cherish them all, or some of them at least. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, comment on this channel. I'll definitely leave an announcement on the merchandise probably in my next video or so. And yeah, just share, tell me what you want to see next, and I'll do a video on it. And yeah, so yeah, just follow me on my social medias, and yeah. And always remember to stay wild, stay positive, stay strong, have a good cigar, and stay greasing. And I'll see you on the next one. Dig it!
One day last week, about 7 nights ago, my baby told me didn't love me no more. She left me with the blues and crying too. Not the one thing left for me to do. I gotta find a new woman to fill my soul. Find a new woman to rock and roll. Find new lips, kiss goodnight. Find a new mama who'll treat me right. Now if your baby's riding around on you,